Mannsi, for me, one of the reasons why I do this podcast, and one of the reasons why I invited you was I really want to talk about motivation as well. A lot of people, I want to acknowledge this today, and I want to understand your perspective of how you see it, right? A lot of friends send me messages every single day. I barely acknowledge it. Every single day, a lot of people send me messages saying they're motivated by listening to this podcast. They're motivated by the conversations that they heard from the people that I invite on the podcast. Somewhere or the other, majority of them take it positively. Now, I constantly think about it, like how we're making an impact right here. And one of the major reasons of doing this podcast is to motivate, of course, the youth as well. Just talk. I wrote a piece today. I was reading up on this author, and I kind of read something some time ago, and I kind of wrote that today. The whole idea of a democracy is it starts with conversation.
Absolutely.
Right? Adding to that, the motivation that you need. Not everybody all the time is super motivated and super determined. Neither were you, neither was I, if I can talk on your behalf, right? We all have those down days, right? How to stay motivated? What's the key, according to you?
Oh, that's a great question. You know what? Here's the point. I've seen so much of struggle in my life, in all sorts of ways. I know the other side. I know what happens when I'm not motivated. I know what happens when I'm not working. I know what happens when I'm not giving my 100%. You know what I mean? I've seen that. I hate that. I hate being that version of me. I love this version of me that's motivated, wants to wake up in the morning. I'm so eternally grateful that I get to do the work I get to do, which is why I'm so motivated to do it every day. Because for so many years in my life, I was just looking at getting out of the house and getting work that I wanted to do, that I enjoyed doing. Yeah. Now that I got it, nobody's going to stop me. And I'm not going to let my own lack of motivation stop me. For me, I'm so grateful that, let's say, I'm here talking to you today. Tomorrow, I'm going to be coaching somebody. Day after, I'm going to be working on some company, something. I'm so grateful that these people are interested in speaking to me, in associating with me, that I'm motivated enough already. For me, I think the fact that I've had so many years of struggle and darkness, that when I can see a bit of light, I'm like, I'm going to take it with both hands, and I'm going to make sure I stand up, suit up, show up and give it my best every single day. So when life is giving me things, finally, the things I want, I'm not going to leave a moment of cherishing that and taking all of that in. So for me, motivation che garo kaile kai huncha, but it's also then about discipline. It's about having the right habits. It's about putting in the work there. There are motivation, hai na. Now that I'm getting to do what I'm so grateful about getting to do, I'm not going to stop it. Let's say you told me tomorrow, Mannsi, go and work in a bank. I promise you I would be like, Sanjay, right? I don't enjoy that stuff. That's not my field. I'm not good at it. I don't get any kind of joy out of it. But just the fact that I'm here, if you tell me, okay, Mannsi, this podcast is going to be recorded over 3 days. You have to wake up at 4:30, be here at 5, call time 5 a.m. I will be here. I will wake up without an alarm. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll be here. Nobody needs to push me because I love this so much. I'm so passionate about doing the things I do that I would just put in everything. And passion, जुन word छ नि हामी एकदम loosely use गर्छौँ के passion. म passionate छु. I'm passionate about singing, music, whatever. तर passion word को real meaning के हो त? Where does the word come from? It's an English word, passion. But the root of this word is patior, P-A-T-I-O-R. It's a Latin word. And strangely, the word patior is not happiness, joy. You know what it means?
No idea.
To struggle, to suffer. And the word passion, if you look at it, gets its roots from suffering. When I say I'm passionate about something, I am willing to suffer for it. I'm willing to struggle for it. Okay? So when I say I'm passionate about being on stage, helping people share their stories, share my own story, whatever it is, I'm willing to suffer for it. I'm willing to wake up early for it. I'm willing to not eat for it if I have to. I'm willing to put in that effort. And for that, I'm willing to go through and work through that lack of motivation and power through those days as well. Because I'm so passionate about it, I'm willing to suffer through it. Okay? And motivation tyabatai आउँछ नि. When you've seen the darkness, you're scared of the darkness. I'm scared of that, Sanjay. I don't want to be that person again.
If you love what we are doing, make sure that you subscribe and turn on notification.
Thank you very much for watching us on YouTube. Make sure that you also listen to us on Spotify. This program is brought to you by Vyasa Studios.